is the one that shows the Banfield camera audio that's matching to the yeah, there he is. It's called Same Car Honks at 2:54.
All right,
Is
listen.
that beer? Is that beer in your hand? Yeah, I'm 21. Hey, is that beer? Is that beer in your hand? Yeah, I'm 21.
Oh,
Beer?
oh,
Is that beer in your hand? Yeah, I'm 21.
there. Wow, Jeff, that was incredible. We're listening to that again for sure. Hold on, let me go back.
Yeah, and you can see it's only like it's less than a second difference on the
Let me give the
timestamps.
like. Hold on.
Hey, is that beer? Is that beer in your hand? Yeah, I'm 21. Hey, is that beer? Is that beer in your hand? Yeah, I'm 21. Hey, is that beer? Is that beer in your hand? Yeah, I'm 21.
Wow, good job.
Yeah, I found that interesting. I don't know who. I it's not like I stumbled upon that. That somebody had mentioned it, and I checked it out, and I don't remember who it was. But the yeah, the thing that I find interesting is that the closer camera to that is the police officer, obviously, and you can hear it's four honks, but the fourth one is less volume, and it's right next, real close to the third one, and I think that's the reason you don't pick it up as well on the Linda Lane camera, that fourth car horn honk. If you're listening to the Linda Lane alone, it almost sounds like it's three honks. But I mean, you can hear the as a musician, I listen for like the tonal frequency or the tonal quality, like whether it's low, high, medium.
Jeff.
Oh
Nope.
yeah. It's great to see all my favorite people in chat, and you, of course, my favorite people. This is cool. I was looking forward to Daniel's thing last night. This is a bonus the next morning.
Jeff,
Plus, too, because I always miss your notifications for some reason. I'm like, damn, I get there right as the thing's ending. It's like,
When will I ever get back to YouTube's good graces? Come on.
Yeah. No
Come on, YouTube. All right, here we go. Wait, should we listen to the... No, we shouldn't do the indifference mode. Let me get the... Rolo, don't worry. We're coming to your... We're going to end with your video, but let's do these timestamps first. So I need the 2 to 3 a.m. with better sound. This is what we need. All right, so now I'm going to pull up the timestamps that you guys gave me. Hold on. And... Oh, what did I do to my screen? All right, so I'm going to my stars, and Rolo says 248 is the first one he wants us to check out. So let's do that. All right, so I'm going to stop this at 247.20 and we'll let it play. And it says, you hear a car pull up and you can hear screams of people, guys, like making fun of someone screaming for Ethan. Wait, turn my mute off. It's interesting because I listen for the outside sounds because I know what the inside, the the perimeters of the camera sound like. But and Jeff, I have you muted. I don't know. Unmute Mike. I can't unmute you.
I muted myself just so that if we're trying to listen to that clip, I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm letting
Fart.
it play, but I mean, I can definitely. So here's the thing: is this always happens? Is you can hear when something's like triggering the background audio, and then it's about it's about really studying that. But this is an interesting comment right here that I wanted to bring by Tarot that says any sound processor guy can isolate and clear up. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so isolate and clear up all the voice audio. So that's interesting. Maybe Jeff, like we could even provide you with some of these timestamps, and I could give you the 3 that I had like 4 or 5 I came here with, and you know what I mean. It'd just be interesting. It's not about proving anything. It's about debunking something as much as it is about proving something. So it's worth it for anybody on any end of the spectrum where you are with the case against Bryan Kohberger to study this. I mean, because if you want to debunk something, this is the way to do it too. You know.
And that's kind of already been done in all this Linda Lane footage. I ran it through Adobe Premiere. I applied noise reduction, all kinds of EQing on it just to try and make it so that, especially focusing on any voices, that they'd be easier to hear. Also, before I posted these, and one of the main reasons I did this is because I was watching everybody on live streams say, okay, everybody be quiet. And then I could imagine everybody at home. I was doing the same thing, cranking up my volume. And then the moment something loud happens on the video, you're cranking it down because you don't want to blow out your ears. So that's why I also added compression to the Linda Lane sound, because all that does is basically the quiet sounds, it cranks the volume up on them. The loud sounds, it brings them down. So everything's in a more manageable range. And then in theory, you shouldn't have to be riding your volume knob as you listen to this stuff, because it's going to be in the range that is not going to blow your eardrums out, or not going to be so low you can't hear it. So, but if you've got timestamps and think, because I mean, you can see the time when I posted these. So my knowledge of sound has been, I think, improved since then a little. And Adobe Premiere has also improved their sound stuff. They've got something that I applied to the last hearing, Kohberger hearing a little bit. And that is, I think they have it's like, basically it's AI assistance with voices.
No way.
If you crank it up all the way, then it's really, you'll be able to tell it's not really their voice. And it's, so what you have to do is you just kind of mix it in a little bit. I don't like even doing that at all, because then people are going to say, oh, this has been manipulated and you're changing the truth. All I want is the truth, and yes, I can handle the truth, to quote that movie. So.
Oh, well, if I'll work on this. I'll work on actually, I'll take a little photograph of everything I have starred here, and a screenshot of it, and maybe that's something that I can get to Jeff, and it's an idea for a video. Not that he doesn't have videos to make already, but that would be a great video. I want to get to a couple more timestamps because I want to get to all of them. And if you want me to go back to one, just go ahead and put a couple asterisks next to your comment, because there's a few I have like 60 comments I haven't read yet. So
Sure.
All right, let's go to, so what time this video has 2 to 3. So the next one we're going to do is, let's do 221. And Tara doesn't say exactly what's on it, but let's check it out.
I like the name Tarek.
It's beautiful.
Are you Klingon? Are you related to Klingon? It sounds a little Klingon in
freaking Star Wars
fan.
People.
Yeah, or for something from Star Wars.
Oh, Star Trek, sorry. Okay, 221.39 is what we're looking for. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going back. What I'm sorry, but that's such a chilling. I mean, we know the time frame we're working on, but like we know also what a tragic, scary, dark night that is, and to hear like screaming like that, you can't help but get chills. Like,
You know, maybe I would agree, but I used to date someone that went to Ithaca College, and I used to go visit, and I would stay in the dorms, and that's the kind of yell you'd hear. Like, I mean, I can't make
it's
out what
very
she's
Ithaca
saying.
College, Jeff.
Well, maybe.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But I mean, it's a kind of thing. It's like, especially if you consider where this camera's located, there's two balconies, two floors directly above it, and I could see somebody saying, you know, like maybe they're all planning to watch a movie with somebody that's in the neighboring building across the way parking lot, and to say, "Hey guys, we're starting the movie." You know, maybe it's like a lesson for everybody. Like, don't really scream unless you're really really in trouble or something, because you never know. Your voice might end up on a camera recording in a crime
Maybe
investigation. And we're
Maybe
trying to figure
so,
it
but
out.
I mean, also, I don't know. I mean, I understand that it's a party neighborhood and you hear screaming all the time, but when you're in such a densely populated, it's also a densely populated neighborhood, and it is off-campus housing. And like, I would think that regardless, like a scream is a scream in a densely populated neighborhood. And it sounds like somebody's going like, ah, ah, like a real like guttural scream, not
Well, it's
like,
also. I think the. Yeah.
no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
I'm
talk
sorry.
over.
No, I get excited. No, but I think the other thing that I feel like is like I had a friend of mine who shared his Ring doorbell camera because he had some drug dealers living next door, and he got his community together. They were going to go to the court and try and get the landlord to do something about it. And he shared a video where this guy attacked his girlfriend in his front yard. The thing that makes me think of is like, after hearing that, and you don't hear just one scream when somebody's really in trouble. This is just one scream. This is a scream. You hear one scream when somebody's saying, "We're about to start the movie," or like, "Come on over, guys." But when you're in trouble, you scream and you keep screaming. This woman on my friend's video, she was like, she yelled, and then she's like, it's like, "Somebody help me, somebody help me." And then she's like, "Call the police, somebody call the police," and just kept on going. And so,
Yeah, it's a really good point, Jeff. It's
you
absolutely
know,
a good point. All right, let's get to the next timestamp. I love these timestamps. And again, if you have more, I'm going to go back to the unread. We have almost 100 unread comments, and I'm so sorry about that. All right, so let's go to we're going to do 248. Yeah, we know we just did 248. 248 was both recommended by Anonymous and Rollo, we just did 221. So now we're going to do the 423, which is, can we agree it's a Jeep backing out at 423? So let's take a look and see what we can surmise.
I also have a video of 423 where I zoom the camera in and follow the person to the car. If you wanted to check
I
that
like
out
that.
too.
I like that idea better. Hold on. Let me go. My dog is like bugging me to take him out. I feel really bad.
You can take them out if you want. Like,
Oh,
I won't say anything inappropriate while you're gone.
okay, Jeff. I'll let you control the stream real quick. Which can you see my screen right now? Which video is it?
Yeah, actually, if you know what I like to do, instead of clicking the videos tab like you've got, just click home, and you'll see they're all categorized.
I'm sorry. You tell me that every freaking time, Jeff. Okay. We got White Elantra. We got K-Bar Knife. Here we go.
Go, Kia. Keep going. It's observations, footage observations, the very next one. There's the first one, black SUV sequence from 4 a.m.
Let's do it, guys. And we have some more stars I just found in here too that we're going to play. Jeff, that was a great video. Thank you for putting all this work into it. And then I'm going back to our other footage. Here, you're welcome. You deserve the credit. Let me go back to our Linda Lane we were just on. All right, now I got to go to my channel into my playlist just to make it faster. Okay. Oops. And we got the 405. And put this out. All right, so back to the chat. We've got a few more here. So there's a moment at 3 a.m. to 3:59 that was suggested to us. And Rolo, I've got your other time suggestions, so don't you worry. Oh, this isn't the right video. Frickin' A.
That last vehicle did look like some sort of SUV. I did a lot of searching around on YouTube for like the sound of the door closing because it sounds like a thin metal door, like of a Jeep. And some of those like Mercedes, those big Jeeps have very similar sounding door closing, and also the sound of the key fob unlocking the car sounded very similar on some of these. So I don't have a model number I could share. I don't remember. I found a couple that seemed close, but it wasn't close enough, you know.
That's so crazy. I just had a thought about your comparison to Banfield and Linda Lane that makes so much sense. So you know how it's 4 quick beeps, but they're like boop boop, like somebody went doo doo, like really quickly. Maybe
Yeah.
it's that's what it is. Somebody clicking their key fob twice and they have the horn signal on. That's what it sounds like to me now that you said that. That's somebody hitting their key fob twice.
Yeah, I'm thinking the police officers locked their car and hit it twice just to be sure. And it, you know, if it's an air horn that is blowing, making that sound, it makes sense. Like if you hit it twice fast, I don't know what the process is for getting more air into the horn so it's ready for the next time you beep it. But maybe that's why the 4th beep is a little low, because it's like you know, when you run out of air in your lungs, you're trying to speak on one breath and you're like, get to the very end and you're like, I got no more oxygen. I got to breathe again. So.
All right. So now, guys, this is it. It said 3 to 3:59. So I'm just going to go back to the beginning. I can tell you what, it's an eerie sound. I don't know what we're looking at, but it is an eerie sound. All right, so we've got that one. All right, and then here's okay, we already talked about that, Jeff, yep. And we determined there's only 1 minute missing out of all of this footage that we're looking at. And, oh, this was the one I wanted to show you from Mark B. Mark B, I hope you're doing well, too. I feel like I never talked to you anymore. It's a turbo. And I don't know which clip he's talking about, but I think that that's insightful because when we're listening to all this audio or trying to figure out things about the exhaust, and I've seen several good exhaust comparisons or engine comparisons. I'm sorry. Have we considered somebody with like turbo in their car? I don't know.
Right. Yeah, it does have kind of a whistling sound that I thought was carburetor, turbo. I can't remember. My stepson's a mechanic and he listened to it. I think he may have said, yeah, that sounds like a turbo.
All right, we need to get backwards. We need the 2 to 3 footage for Rolo's next suggestion. Oops, come on. Poor Coffindoffer. You couldn't have got a nicer picture of her, Jeff? I'm joking. Coffindoffer? Couldn't get another nicer picture? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't nice. I don't know.
I'm just joking with you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I thought I was usually pretty. I'm Coffindoffer friendly.
You
especially back then. I mean, I was on T-Rev show and I was editing those shows together, like just a recap of the last show.
I saw Coffindoffer on X this morning because I subscribed to her because she puts out really good posts about the Idaho 4, and she was covering the Micah Miller case. That's when I first started covering. Let me pause this so I can talk. So I found out about Coffindoffer when I was on my vacation from YouTube, and because I was on X all the time, because I could comment there. So I found out about her then, and she was covering the Micah Miller case. But the reason I was thinking that is because this morning she posted on X, I guess her son's getting married. So she was showing 2 different wedding outfits, and she looked very beautiful. I mean, she looked very nice. So I was just saying, maybe I'm comparing your picture. I should really shut up.
So
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth to an ex-FBI agent. So Rolo's,
I haven't seen those 3 videos that we did with her in a long time, and every now and then somebody will comment and they'll say, "Hey, I watched this Coffendorfer video," and for a second I have to stop and think, I've never done anything with Coffendorfer. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot.
No, I watched them the other day, and I did find something out new when I was watching them, which was really interesting. Apparently, she was saying, and I've heard it from another person since then, that she believes the reason in the PCA they say suspect vehicle number 1 is because it's a style of writing. And they do it for a couple reasons. 1, the obvious, to leave it open if they need to add a suspect vehicle number 2. But 2, the real reason would just be emphasizing something. Like, it's just a writing style. That's her theory anyway. I don't know. But I heard that on your channel, Jeff. That's why I'm repeating it.
It makes me think of the way I name folders. Huh? Oh, anything on my channel you can repeat, no problem. Thank you.
All right, Rolo, this is going to trip us out. Let's watch. Hold on, what are we doing? 242.
Actually, before you hit play, there was one thought. Like when I name my folders, if I were to name a folder suspect vehicle, and then I'm thinking, oh, that's where it starts. Okay, and then, oh, now we have a possible suspect. 2, I might say 2 suspect, 3 suspect. Now, when I put those alphabetically, the first one is going to be under S, but the second one is going to be the first one alphabetically. So part of me wonders is like if anytime you've got a suspect vehicle, you just call it suspect vehicle 1, even if there's never any suspect vehicle 2. It's just good practice for naming structure so that things are alphabetically correct. When you're searching and you want to, because otherwise you're going to see suspect vehicle 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe it's my OCD, or it's like that would bother me. I would be like, I don't even know if I have OCD, but it's just I like a clean naming structure. Like Monk. I don't know if you ever watch Monk. I'm not that bad, but
but you're borderline. So I'm just kidding.
Yeah, borderline.
Well, you have to have good organizational skills. We can tell you have good organizational skills. Look at your damn homepage, Jeff. I'm just kidding.
I try. It keeps evolving, trying to get it better and better.
All right, Rolo, don't let us down. This better be good. I'm just kidding. Thank you for giving your suggestions. I've got a few more starred, and then I'm going to go back and see if I missed any. And don't forget, if you stay, I know Rolo might not be here because he has to go to sleep. But the last thing we're going to do is play the video that Rolo and I, kind of collabed on. I showed it during one of my live streams, and it's been a popular video on my channel. So I thought we'd play it again tonight. So here I go. Oh my gosh, my dog just ran out of the room when that whistle happened. Like, my dog just flipped out from that. Rolo, my dog tripped out. Like, he's running around right now looking for somebody whistling to him. So we're rewinding that. That was good. Hold on. Jeff, is your cat around? Did your cat do anything?
No, I'll keep an eye this time. My dog is like asleep right at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Of course, he's probably still got a little sedative from yesterday. So he's still running Cheech and Chong right now.
Okay. Well, So is half of the live chat. Oh, sorry, Rolo. He wants us to wait till the screams. Jeff, do you know where the screams are? Or is it? Oh, Tinsel says that was good. Jan, his dog had no reaction. No change with the whistle.
Yeah, my dog didn't. Of course, I caught the whistle just as I was switching from headphones to computer speakers, but
I don't know how I
Dog-
missed. I must have heard this before, but wow. I mean, okay, I understand that sounds like hooting and hollering. It does at first, but I mean, it's so intense and it's so loud, and it's coming from the direction of the 1122 King House. From what I can gather, it's just chilling. It doesn't, whether it has something to do with it or not, like it just stops your heart when you hear something on this date, at this time of the morning in that neighborhood, at that dark hour.
right. It's an interesting sound. I mean, it sounds very ghostly in a way. But then again, it's like I without more to go on. I mean, is it kind of like, have you ever gone to like a cavern and you stand on one side and you say, "Echo," and then you hear "Echo," what are you doing? And nothing. How are you? So
Well,
I don't know.
Rolla says he says Ethan. I'm gonna go back. Hold on. Okay. Twizzle stick. Don't say. I'm gonna pause. Well, Jeff, to Richie's comment, what would you say to Richie? Because I've said this too before, and it's one of the reasons why I stopped covering Linda Lane. But I've heard a few things that have made me start covering Linda Lane again. So, what would you say to Richie's? You actually made a comment earlier. You actually gave a reason why this may have happened with the leak. Can you?
Yeah, and that was just a guess. I mean, I think the footage was sold to somebody, that somebody maybe let people listen. Those people maybe started listening to it in the way that we are all listening to it now and be like, this, and then disagreeing with law enforcement in their assessment. So it doesn't surprise me that it kind of got, out to the public. It's unfortunate that it got out to the public in such a low quality way. Like when I downloaded this from, and I think I'm looking back at this, the file name structures looks like it's the same on all of 4 clips I have. So it's 1 a.m. to 2, 2 a.m. to 3, 3 a.m. to 4, 4 a.m. to 5. So that's 4 clips. The 1 a.m. to 2 is 1080p. It's a higher quality than all the other 3, which is weird. I don't know, completely understand why that is. I don't know if whoever they originally got it from provided it that way. But I think the way that I downloaded it from YouTube to obtain the actual, type of file that was uploaded to YouTube. So if you upload a slower res clip to YouTube and then I go to download it, it's going to be low res clip. Right. You upload a high res, and it's the opposite. Because I've always wondered, I've like in my trying to find more footage or better footage, I'm always asking, it's like, can you get me better 4 to 5 a.m. because I've got 1080p on the 1 to 2 a.m. but I've got like, it's like 640p for the rest, and it's like crap quality. I'm not sure it would really get any better though. I mean, this is low quality video. It's a camera that is around $100. I mean, I bought this almost the same camera. I was emailing with the landlord of 1330 Linda Lane. His name's Kane, if you don't know. And mine is a hold on, I got it right here. So mine, I told him, I said I bought the RLC 520A, and Kane said he thought his was the 522A. So it's made by Reolink. Mine looks exactly the same. I still have yet to really do anything with it because I can't figure out anything that would really help, help things.
Oh, Daniel here. Look.
Hey, Daniel.
Can I ask? Okay, so back to what Heather said, and it's not that one. This one right here. This is why I stopped covering Linda Lane. Can you tell me why, if it's real, the judge wouldn't have this removed?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he could do about it. And if you're onto something, does the fact that he hasn't done anything about it, does that say, there's not much to see here other than, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But again, it's like if this was footage we were looking at and it was just, say it was yesterday, most people would probably hear what we're hearing and say, oh, it's drunk college kids, man. They're so wacky. But because it's in proximity of the crime, then it becomes, instantly, more important, and you listen with more critical ears.
And just Tinsel wants some clarification, and I know the answer. I just want you to answer it because you're here. So you've been in direct contact with Kane, and I just, one more time for those who just tuned in.
Yeah, I've emailed back and forth. I mean, my first email to him, it was back when I was trying to understand how Linda Lane connected with Queen Road, because I thought it went right on through. I didn't realize Linda Lane is a dead end, right where what we're looking at right now. That's why you see that car at 1227 and has to turn around and do a U-turn because it's a dead end. And I had emailed Kane because I had seen Kane had on his real estate YouTube channel, it was an apartment tour video. It was an apartment tour video for 2 units in the 1320 building. And this woman shows you a little tour of the apartment, walks up the hill to this spot, goes into, up the stairs where we see the 4 teenagers go into at 1227. She goes up those stairs, goes into that door, hangs a left. There's a laundry room there with the windows we've seen. I I was asking him if I could get a copy of that because, or not a copy of that because it was on YouTube. I didn't feel I needed a copy. I wish I had downloaded it because he ended up taking it off YouTube. I was asking if he had any additional footage that he shot during that video that he didn't use that I could get my hands on. I don't know if I caused it. I hope I didn't cause it, but those videos were taken down shortly after I inquired with him about it, and I did not grab copies of them. And I've said it a billion times on a bunch of different YouTube live streams that I did see Lana from Truth and Transparency showed those two videos during one of her live streams. So it may still exist in that form somewhere. I don't know which live stream it was though. And it would be, it would be helpful to have those. I still can't believe I didn't grab them when I had the chance. It's just 2 clicks of a mouse and I would have had it.
Just 2 quick things. Nikki, I want to say I love your new profile picture. You look beautiful. And then Daniel said, I'm legit asking, when has a judge got something removed from YouTube? I don't know. Just kidding. Anyway, I don't know. And
yeah,
then
Twizzle, Twizzle says he'll go and get the footage from Kane. I wish Twizzle, it would be nice. I think Kane is really frustrated and tired of this whole situation very much from what I've gathered and emailing back and forth with him, and I believe that might be him that is running Gray Hughes off the property in that video where he's actually trying to get his phone from him. But
well, who else would have the right to? I mean, you know what I mean? Like even a tenant wouldn't be able to do that. They don't. I don't know. It would have. Right. I would think it's in. Do we want to do a few more of these timestamps, and then we'll get to the real juicy video, which is Rolo's overlay video. Okay. Heather says, if the evidence in a case that is gagged, Twizzle, the F, they couldn't take it down. 100% they can and do. No fighting. All right, let's get to some more of these timestamps. Jeff, which videos? I have 1201 to 5. What? 506. Do you have 506 on your channel, Jeff? 5 to 6?
No, I think mine ends at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I there's a possibility I might be able to get a clip of, like, maybe it's around 7 a.m. or something, because I've been dying to see what this camera looks like in color during the day. I think that will just be helpful,
So
I know. Mm-hmm.
No, I was gonna say, so CDawg, if you have that on your channel, just type it in the chat so everybody knows where they can go look, and I'll go check out your channel afterwards and watch that too, because I'd love to look at the 5 to 6 footage just for the same reason that Jeff says. Like, it should be coming out of that night vision because it should be, hopefully a little bit lighter. All right, let's get back to the starred comments here. So the last ones we were gonna go to was the 315 dumpster guy. That's not gonna be on this footage.
No, that's on I do have a video with that. I'd love if you show that because there was no sound on it, so I put a guitar solo of mine on it as the background music.
Okay, is the dumpster guy?
Yeah, it's if you go to my channel,
Okay.
It should be in there, one of the footage observations things, I think. Yeah, because I think that's why I named it 1320/1330 footage observations. Yeah, so scroll to the right. There he is, a second from the right. Mystery Man at Linda Lane.
Here we go.
Right, that is
Um,
nothing to see here. I don't really
what?
learn it. I don't really learn anything from that other than the guy that's doing what I gotta admit I do sometimes is look through the dumpsters. You know, people throw away good stuff sometimes. My
I,
guitar
I
amplifier is
totally, I
from the
totally,
trash.
I totally think there's nothing suspicious about somebody throwing something away in the dumpster, but I do think that when there's been a quadruple unaliving and it happened an hour after that,
Yeah, you
if
got to look
you
at
were
it.
starting from the beginning, you'd be like, okay, that person might be a witness as to what was going on in the neighborhood that night, or what, that person. So I can see why, obviously, when we're looking at who else could be a suspect, even like something that they were quoted in the most recent hearing, how people could say, oh, is that another?
A lot of people have speculated that that guy is one of the guys that was given a ticket from the Banfield cop. But if you compare that guy, the guy at the Banfield, I think his sweatshirt stops at his belt. This guy seems to have a jacket that goes beyond his belt, so I don't think it's the same guy. But I don't know if you want to watch it again, but I mean, all I see him do is he's got a cigarette. He pulls out his iPhone flashlight to look in the trash. He's got both hands are occupied, so I don't see him put anything in the trash or take anything out of the trash. So,
Jeff, this is your
see,
music.
yeah, that's it's a backing track. I'm just doing the guitar solo.
But I'm not
There's
going to get like copyright on this.
No. No. Many people have played this. It's
I have a whole segment I've been working on. I have incredible. I'm not going to say it here. Can I use this footage for an upcoming video?
Oh yeah. Anything I've got is yours, definitely. Anything video wise, not everything I've got is.
Yeah, watch it with that. It's so, I don't know. Well, I'm going to end with our grand finale, which is not the grub truck. Hold on. Oops. Oh, goodness. All right, so I'm going to go down to our finale video. Hold on. Which is by our friend Rolo, who I've been dying to get him on here to do a special about this, and we will. Just I don't know when. Here we go. So this was what inspired the whole video. We're probably going to play about 10 minutes, but I might pause it. But I have to bring my dog out really quickly. So Jeff, you've got the screen if anybody needs anything.
Only 18 and over. Graphic, controversial. This is all for entertainment. All of that, my personal speculation, theory. I'm tired of everybody. People like Gray Hughes and Chase for Justice and JLR and all you BK guilters. So you guys call yourself researchers or investigators, and you guys can't even do the basics. All this controversy about BK being guilty, or how did he do it, or what time. I'll show you guys what's the real. Gotta do it in slow motion because it's the only way we're gonna catch it. But this is right after allegedly Ethan got in a fight with this guy, right? I mean, a few hours before. Now pay attention. Why is this covering his face? I'm gonna show you why. You guys want to see why? You guys see that? You guys see this right here? You guys see this? The handle? I'm not clear. How about now? Do you guys see that? Do you guys see all this red fluid right here? You guys see all the shiny thing?
Don't see it again.
Do you guys see that? You guys know how knives look? The handle? And they got the little rivet. You guys see the blade? Okay, now do you guys see it? Look at the tip. Look at how it's all red. Look at the edge of it, the knife. Oh, the shiny part. See it? It's up to here, look. The tip is right here. You guys don't see it? How about now? You guys see all this red substance right here? By the edge? Right here? Come on, you're gonna tell me you don't see this black handle? On this silver part starting right here? Starts right here. Look, look. You guys see that big old thing? I know you see the red, you guys see red markings right there, all right here. You could even see how it like edges up, how it like goes to the point. I know you guys got to see that, right? You guys see this? Right here, the handle, look, it's right here. Look, it's sticking out right here. Look at the handle right here. See the handle right here? Oh, no, that's the jacket. My bad. Okay. You guys can go and get a knife from your kitchen, and your standard knife has a little rivet right here to hold the plastic, and I'll probably have another one. There's a tip as a blade of the knife right there, the tip. The little spot right there. You guys see this little thing right here? That's the tip of the blade. You see this right here? That's a knife. Right here. This is the handle. This part's the handle. From here to here. You guys can't say you guys don't see this, right? Look, from like all this. From here to here. From here to here. What a big old thing. See this? See this? Why is it covering his face? I didn't know Cooper had long hair like this. You guys see that? You guys see this? You guys see this? This red substance? Look at this. Look at this hole.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause.
It even goes through his hands because he has it holding from the bottom.
I'm just gonna pause this for a second because an interesting. Where's the proof that Ethan got into a fight with this guy? And I must have missed something. That's what brought me to a ton of this research today. I have all these clips, but literally what I was looking for was certain accounts and rumors that Ethan called his parents at 2 a.m. Hey. I'll tell you, a lot of the rumors and speculations that used to be on Reddit are gone. Anything that was derogatory towards Dylan has been flagged on Reddit as far as what the Reddit forums are saying. And so you can't find a lot of the old stuff. But anyway, so that's an interesting question. And if anyone has some places they can direct me where I can find information about this fight that Ethan got into, that other than the audio on Linda Lane, which I will be analyzing when we get Jeff on the channel. Hey, Pia. Nice to see you. Okay, I'm going to start the video again so you have something to watch while we're reading these comments.
This is his hand, his fingers. This part of his finger. This is a blade, the edge. This is the cutting side. This is the cutting side, the sharp side, right here. You see this little line? This is where the sharpening side ends. This is where they sharpen it. All this little, right here. All this little part right here. This is the sharp side. Like a 1/4 inch. See this black handle right here?
I have to put myself on the screen. So this is an interesting point from Annie. Xana's mom said Xana's dad told her about the fight when they talked about the pizza. So that was around midnight. So that's interesting. That has been both confirmed by both of Xana's parents. So that's a good place for me to start. Thank you, Annie. I'm going to start this again.
This is a handle to the knife. The little dot is a little rivet to hold the handle. And there's another rivet. You see one rivet? Right there. Thank you, Jeff, for the footage.
You're welcome.
You see that?
Jeff, okay, we're going to pause right here. I mean, I love this video, but I'm hoping everybody loves watching it too. Chris just asked, where's the original video at? That's not it. Hold on. Where's the original video at? So the one we're looking at is the 1224 footage, and we got it off of Jeff H's channel. Is that right, Jeff?
Yeah, 1227 to 1229, I think is what it is. Somewhere. I've got it labeled 1227.
And I do have Jeff somewhere on a banner here. It's not his first rodeo on the show. I'll put a banner up so that you can go check out Jeff's channel. There we go.
Have you ever done a live replaying one of your other lives that in that live was replaying a live? I keep waiting to see like three images of you over time.
Oh, it's been done. It's been done many times. Yeah, I think I've probably gone at least 3 deep on these, but it's usually when I'll tell you where we've done that is on Linda Lane, but also the Banfield footage. I mean, I just lost my thought. Sorry. What was the one that we always do the redos on? I don't know, but it'll come to me in a second. Sorry, you guys. I think my streaming energy is pretty much at its limit, but I wanted to play the rest of Rollo's video, or at least another portion of it. I'm going to fast forward it because I want to get past me talking to his identification part. This is like about, here we go.
Can I say too, I think Rollo's cool. I mean, I like Rollo. We don't agree on much at all, but you know, I see the value of Rollo because there's going to be people on the jury that have, you know, from A to Z that have all kinds of theories and understandings, and what they see and what they explain what they're seeing is going to happen. So this is just really showing what happens in reality with you know, with us. So Rollo's cool, man. I dig Rollo. And when we do agree on something, we're going to have to do a live to celebrate.
I think that just like anything else, you're not playing something to prove it. You're playing it equally to debunk it. It's about finding out about the information.
Although when you do make phrases like, come on, you can't tell me you don't see that. That is when I saw that, I thought, wait, that comment makes me feel guilty. Wait, that's a guilter comment, isn't it? Isn't that what the word guilter means? It's say something or do something to make somebody feel guilty. So
Don't call Rolo a guilter. It's not. Don't call
yeah,
Rolo-
no, he's not a guilter in the sense of like I'm a guilter because I know everybody calls me a guilter, and that's if I don't put labels on people generally, but
I'm just joking with you.
that's fine. I'm a
I'm
guilter with a capital G, I guess.
according to Rolo, I'm a half a guilter, so don't worry about it too much.
I need a big banner on a table that says I'm a guilter. Change my mind.
Hour later, he's wearing a Birds jersey. He has black pants on right now. And shoes. Thrill truck wearing a blue jersey with a number 8. She's still wearing the same stuff. The girl in the red backpack, I believe it's her right here. See that? That's a girl in the red backpack. Abby, whatever her name is. Got long hair. She's even looking back at them, look. Her eyes. Or I don't know. Susie. Looks like long hair. Could be someone else. Damn, there is someone else standing, huh? Oh shit. I didn't even notice that. Somebody stood right there standing. He didn't walk this way. Look at his shoes. Look at his legs.
Yeah, I want to actually pause for one quick
Okay, he's gonna
second.
be
We have to give one other piece of credit because this was a 3-part video, and I forgot you might have seen when I originally put the video up, I put a big timestamp because there's a lot of people involved in this. But Bubbly Waters took Rolo's very first video, which was all in black and white, and it wasn't all in black and white. He had done this color, and she like remastered it, and she put music to the background, she put graphics, and then she does some contextual things with it. So you're going to hear her voice in a second. I just want to make sure y'all go visit Bubbly Waters too. She has awesome Idaho 4. She's almost like a historian in a way, or she documents just so much culture from the U of I and WASU campuses. It's a really interesting channel if you've never been there. Anyway, let's finish off Rolo's video.
describing this, but look higher up than what he's describing for the face and stuff.
His mustache, his nose, his eyes. I know what that is. Bushy eyebrows. Look at those bushy ass eyebrows. You guys see those bushy ass eyebrows? Lose long hair. Look at the pants, one leg. There's one leg, it's the second leg. There's one shoe, the other shoe. Really caught this. Screenshot.
So for the most part, yes. I think that a lot of people are assuming this Linda Lane footage is really leaked, and it is real. There's questions about the audio, but yes, this is from that night. And I believe this timestamp, Jeff, you can correct me if I'm wrong, was around 2 a.m. That's wrong. Hi. We know that now.
Oh, I thought that was you talking to me. That's
No,
I
that
recorded
was
you talking to me.
That was the old me from frickin' February. I think we did this February. Yeah, that's really helpful.
Yeah, I was just typing in, because what I was trying to say with that comment right there is that like a still picture can make things. It's hard to tell from just a still picture what's happened. You've captured something in a well, I don't know. Well, in this situation, it's probably like 15 frames a second. So 15th of a second, you've got a still picture. But I think so much gets revealed when you look at the frame before and the frame before that, and then you look at the frames after that. If that's a human there, they should be in those previous frames and the frames after. And no, I don't know of any human other than mannequins in a department store that stand perfectly still. So there will be some kind of motion. And if you're not analyzing each frame, then you basically are taking a picture of spaghetti and saying, look, I see in the sauce and the noodles, there's Jesus right there. I see him.